Yo, what's going on guys, it's Dev the Unknown Variable here, back at you with another video, and today's video is a video response to Nero Cinema. This was a comment that I left on his video the other day. I will leave that on the screen. And in this comment, I talked about how I felt like we needed a traditional prestige system back in Call of Duty. I also further elaborated down in the thread talking about how I think we could have a hybrid prestige system. And one of the guys commented down here talking about how Cold War does that, with season level and all that kind of stuff, and lifetime prestige and all that. So I figured, what's a better way of trying to get this point across and get this idea out to the community than to make a video about it. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so to start it off, I figured the most organized way to do this would be to explain the current prestige system to people that don't know how it works for Vanguard, MW19, and Cold War. I know there's some people that stepped away from the franchise and haven't played the game in a while and are kind of maybe interested in MW2 2022 and maybe are out of the loop of how the current prestige system works right now. So I'll explain that to you guys now. There will also be timestamps in the description, chapters, all that. If you want to skip ahead and you already know how this works, then feel free to do that. But anyways, the current system works like, when the game launches, you are level 1. I'm going to use Vanguard as an example. You went from 1 to 100. You were capped out for the preseason, which was like a short period of time when the game launched. Then when season 1 released, you got, I think, 7 prestiges and so on and so forth. On average, I think it's about 4 per season, and they're all split there. Once you hit level 200, that's essentially Prestige Master for the season. Once you hit that, your prestige level is capped, but you can go from level 200 to 1,000. So essentially, there's not much reward for getting higher up, if any. Nothing noteworthy that's talked about in the community. So essentially, you are going from 200 to 1,000, which is 800 levels. That is completely wasted, and it gets reset. So in short, that's how the current system works. Now, the idea that I propose is we introduce a hybrid prestige system for MW2 2022. Now, what I mean by this is you would have a traditional prestige mode in the sense of the game would launch with a X amount of prestiges. You're free to go through the prestige modes like you would in the old Call of Duties and max yourself out within the first month of the game, right? And then, if they're being so insistent on keeping the levels resetting at the seasons because they want people to come back, make another separate season level. So you have a lifetime prestige, let's just say that's 1 to 10. You can go through that and then you hit Prestige Master. Back when Prestige Master was actually a really noteworthy thing and it was cool to get. So once you get Prestige Master, that's it. You're maxed out. Then you have a separate season level that goes from level 1 to 1,000, which that gets reset at the end of the season. Now, I've heard both ends of the argument. I've heard people say they like a traditional prestige mode. I've heard people say the traditional prestige mode doesn't make any sense because they never prestiged in the old CODs. And I've also heard people saying they like the season leveling system and the prestiging like that because it gets them coming back. This is where I would like to introduce another topic, which is from another game that was not even released that long ago, Black Ops Cold War. As the guy in the comment said, the guy that responded to my comment, he said Cold War had the ability to do the season level and all of that. Well, I took it one step further, and I think Cold War has the ability to switch emblems on the fly from your prestige level, right? You remember that? I'm going to put a picture on screen right now. There, you have your ability. Once you hit level 1,000, all that, you can switch your prestige emblems. Now, my question is, why can't we have this same type of system like the prestige shop, right? Where you can show your emblem or switch all of that. We know that that's possible to do that. Why can't we have a traditional prestige system and a season level? And if people care more about the season level, they toggle the season level in the barracks, and that's what shows on their public profile. Or if they're more of an OG, old school kind of COD player, they toggle their option to have the traditional prestige showing and their whole lifetime prestige level. And guess what? For the people that don't care, they'll go to 55 and then they'll level up their season level. They'll never prestige. The people that do care, the hardcores, they're going to get all those prestige levels. They're going to do those 10 prestiges. They're going to get master and they're going to be happy. I don't know. It sounds like a win-win for everybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know this was a short one, but I just needed to get this video out there because it's really been itching at me to just, I don't know, vocalize my concerns with, prestige mode and the current COD and even in MW2 2022 because I'm hearing the old season prestige reset and everything's coming back. So fingers crossed, hopefully they listen to the community and maybe we can come to a compromise. I feel like I've made a good compromise here. I came up with a good solution. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch all y'all in the next one. Peace.